Welcome, guys, to the Legacy Co. Social Media Mastery. Just like a short section on YouTube that we felt was needed because over the past year, we've really had a lot of good insight into social media, how to have connections, how to have conversations, the do's and don'ts. We've done a lot of trial and error, and our team is really focused on making sure our connections on social media are real, right? How to make those connections because social media can seem like such an overload. It's a lot different than face to face. And what we also found during our trainings and our growth in that area is that people struggle in that area. They don't really know how to use social media or leverage it to grow their business, to grow their network, to make those connections. So we figured, hey, we might as well share what we've learned and share what's worked for us in a few short videos here in this social media mastery series. And you guys can get something. So my name is Ian Thurber. I am a senior gold ambassador with Plexus, which is the best gun company in the world. Husband, father of two, currently a full-time firefighter, looking to make that transition full-time into this Plexus company. And I will let John Lester introduce himself and kick us off.
Yes, thank you, Ian, for that. Yeah, guys. So we're here because we know that this is not an easy thing. Social media does not come easy to everybody. It did not come easy to us. And with so many people joining our team right now, because our team is doing really well with momentum, we're staying close to the fire, we're exploding. We're constantly having new people come in, and which is great. It's a great problem to have. But we want to help as many people as we can get comfortable with the social media side so that our team can continue to stay close to that fire, can continue to stay close to that momentum. What we're going to share with you is essentially how to better connect with people, how to better convert people over onto, being customers or business builders, but also just learning how to serve them with confidence through all the messaging and the social media that you're doing. Okay. So for today's, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the foundations, right? Because before we can really start talking with people, we got to understand the foundation of why social media is even important and how we can really use it. Because honestly, social media can be your business superpower. And in network marketing like this, social media for a lot of people is the base, it is their foundation. Now, does that mean that we don't talk to people face to face? No, of course we do. We're still having those conversations, not on social media. But it's hard to do this business without at least some level of social media, right? Whether you're posting about like great testimonies that you're seeing from customers that you have, whether it's posting about incentives and challenges that are going on, whether it's just talking about these amazing products, because people need to hear about these amazing products and what they can do to better serve you and your family. So social media is important. It really is. And when you think about social media, something that I had to wrestle with in the beginning was people are not always buying your products, they're actually buying you. When you're going out there and when you're talking to people, you're not trying to necessarily sell them on the best guest health packages out there. I mean, yes, they're incredible, but those things honestly sell themselves. What you're really doing is you are selling them on you, on your ability to help them to feel better, on your ability to help lead them to better health or wealth or time and financial freedom. And that is important. That's what something that you got to think about when you're posting and messaging is, do you come off with a level of confidence? Do you come off as somebody who knows what they're talking about, knows where they're going, knows exactly what these products can do, and you have that level of confidence? Because if you can't sell yourself on them, nobody else is going to follow. It's just how it is. Nobody else is going to buy from you if you first can't buy from yourself. So you got to come at it with confidence. You got to be like, all right, this is what it is. And we understand sometimes that takes getting used to the products, right? Sometimes you just got to get used to the products to see the results, to know that, and that's fine. That's normal. So realize that when we are doing our social media, people are essentially buying into you. And so you got to try to be at your best, have energy, have confidence, have all those things when you're posting. And I know sometimes energy can be really tough, right? We don't even notice sometimes if we have energy or not. We might not. We might just naturally have more of a flat monotone or affect, and that's okay. And that's where asking people like their perspective of it can be really super helpful because you want to be energized. Think about it. If you have something great to share, like we do, we have amazing things that we're sharing. Why not be energized about it, right? Why not have a certain level of energy about you? Because if these things can truly help every single person in this world, which I truly believe that they can, of course I'm going to be energized because I want them to feel better. I want them to be healthier. I want dads to be able to play with their kids more, come home, and be energized to be a better husband and a better father. And it's like, I know what I have is so important to help in that. Of course, I'm going to bring energy. So I want you to think about that a little bit just as we're talking about the level of foundation. So I'm going to turn this back over to Ian. and he's going to talk a little bit more about who exactly you're talking.
Yeah, man. That was so good. Energy is so important. And I think also getting in our head, we overthink posts, overthink what to say when people reach out to us or when we're doing our reach outs. And it's just a huge overload, overthinking mess. And then if you're anything like me, you just shut down. You're like, well, I don't. And that can be extremely frustrating. So here's a tip that I kind of get yelled at me because we don't think about it. Just be yourself. When everything is going on, you have no idea what to post, no idea what to say, you remember that the people you're talking to are kids. You can talk to them. We are talking to you. It's the simplest thing ever, but in the grand scheme of things, when you're trying to grow a business, trying to grow your community, it's one of the first things I think, at least in my experience, it's quickly. John talked a lot about knowing your product and loving the product that you buy. It's so important. Another one of that, the other part of that foundation is just being yourself because people will buy things from people they know, like, and trust. This is something we've heard over and over. And these two things coincide because in order for people to know, like, trust you, they got to be able to see you being you. If people go to your page or they go to your social media site, all they see are sales, products are going to be like, what? Even your closest family will be like, "Ah, maybe I'll buy it to support you." It's a little much, bro. So slow your roll a little bit. It's a turn off. It's a mental turn off for a lot of people, even if they truly are interested, to go to your site or page and to just see post after post after post, whatever product you're trying to sell or services you're trying to sell, no matter what your intentions are. People want to see your day-to-day life. People want to see that, hey, you have good days and bad days. People want to see that you went to the park with your kids. And then after that, you can pepper in, hey, by the way, I'm able to do this because X, Y, and Z. So, hey, by the way, you've been following me for a while. My company's having a sale. Jump over. It's so important. First thing people see when your page starts scrolling through is just they need to invite them into your life. And I know that's hard for some people. You don't have to invite them into every area. It's a personal thing. People want to get to know you, like you, they'll trust you. Hey, we're having a sale or we're having a special. Reach out, like, hey friend, you've been following me for a while. I'm sure you've seen this. Would you mind taking a look at what my there are a lot of purchase from because that relationship, trust, that connection is all. Let me get too far ahead in this series. I'm sure we'll actually go into conversation. I think that's a good place to start. Those two solid foundations we are finding is just they are being overlooked and they're being overthought. And time after time again, we revert back to these. It takes so much. So as we close off this first section of this series, John, is there anything you want to say?
No, I think Ian hit it right on the head. A lot of things, right? We don't ever want to come off just as a salesman because that's not what we are. We're not salesmen. We are people who share. We are people who share the tool that we have, which is so great, right? These products can do a lot of things, but like Ian said, we need to show them that, like, the whole person, who we are, what we do. Because if you're casting a vision of, do you want to be more present with your family, then you better be showcasing that you want to be spending more time with your family and not just doing business, or else people are going to get the opposite idea. So no, I think that was fantastic. This is good. This is good stuff to be building off of.
Awesome, guys. We can't wait to get more in depth with you about conversations, how to have conversations, some of the psychology behind wordings we use and stuff. We're going to jump into it all now. Thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of this mini series on social media mastery. Catch you on the next one.
Easy peasy. Yeah, tomorrow. Are you still recording?